Hello and welcome back to the Leadership TKO Global TV show. I'm your host Lakeisha McKnight, and today is Fitness Friday, and we're going to talk about stretches that joggers can use so that you can really get the most out of your workout. So let's talk about some stretches right now. All right, so welcome back. Lakeisha McKnight is here. It is the Leadership TKO Global TV show. It is Fitness Friday, where we're helping leaders like yourself to get fit so that you really can be able to grow your influence, your impact, and your income. Because if you're not physically well, how can you make a difference? So let's talk about some stretches for joggers. I'm not sure how many of you are joggers. If you are a jogger, I'm going to talk about some stretches that will be very, very beneficial for you as you are trying to really have a great workout. We don't want you to overwork yourself. We don't want your muscles to get tight. And so we're going to talk about two specific stretches that you can implement right now. And then you can also head on over to the blog and look at some of the other examples of stretches that you can use, okay? Now, the link for this message today is going to be somewhere near the video, or it's going to be in the description area, depending on where you're watching this video. So let's go ahead and dive in. The first stretch that I am going to demonstrate during this particular moment, the first one, is called the seated hamstring stretch, okay? The seated hamstring stretch. So let's go ahead and do it right now. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that your legs are all the way out. So hopefully you can see my legs, right? And I want to make sure I scoot over just a tad bit so you can see my legs. All right? So make sure that your legs are all the way out like that and stretched out. And then what you want to make sure you do, okay, is just bend completely over and touch your toes as far as you can. All right? So as far as you can, stretch your toes. All right? Stretch your toe, point your toes upward, and then stretch forward to touch your ankles or your feet. So you do this, and of course you can put your head all the way down like so. And what you will do is you would sit there for about a minute. So of course we're not going to sit here for an entire minute, but you would do this for a minute. Okay? And if you can take a deep breath and get even lower to touch the heel or the bottom of your foot, that would be great. But if you can't, as close as you can to your toes. So that's the seated hamstring stretch. Now there is another one that I want to share with you. All right, there is another one that I want to share with you. So let's go ahead and do this one really quickly as well. Let's dive into it. Okay, so the second stretch that I want to share for those of you who are joggers, it's going to be called the heel to buttocks stretch, okay? So the heel to buttocks stretch. So what you're gonna want to do is make sure, now hopefully of course you can see this, and I'm gonna try to move as far away from the camera so that you can see how my legs are positioned. So let's go ahead and do the heel to buttocks stretch. So what you're gonna wanna do is make sure that you have your arm outstretched. Okay, have your arm outstretched and you lift your leg to your buttocks. So what you'll simply do is go like this. And this is just to balance yourself. Now, if you have a wall that you can use, go ahead and use your wall. But having your hand up and then your foot to your buttocks and doing this for about a minute. And then what you will do is you will let it go. And then you would do the same, okay, knocking these bugs out of the way. You would do the same for the other foot. You will bring the other foot to your buttocks, lift it up, and have your other hand stretched out towards the air or leaning up against the wall, okay? Make sure you can hold your balance. And if you can suck in your pelvis just a little bit so that you can get the most out of your stretch. And so that's the way that it really works, okay? Heel to buttocks stretch. So again, those are just 2 stretches that joggers can use so that you can really make sure that you're stretching out those muscles after you've done and completed your jog. You never want to make your muscles tight because then it does not effectively help you as you're trying to get fit, okay? So thank you so much for watching today. I have some more great information on the blog that's going to really help you to get your stretching in after you've completed your jogging. So thank you so much for watching. Remember, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube, and even if you haven't, feel free to subscribe anyway. It lets you know when we're uploading new videos and new content to the channel. Thank you so much, everyone, and remember, until the next time that we do come again and come together again, I encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership.